Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is the 4th of July. It's our second day of our yarn advent for Christmas in July. So first off, let me tell you what I am wearing here. This is actually a pattern I designed. It was actually my first design pattern. It is called Banner Unfurled, and it is a knit pattern. It has some beads in it. Well, let me take it off and I'll show it to you. It is a 3-color knit. It's a little shawlette, so it's meant to go around your neck basically. This one is done in cotton. It's still warm, but it is done in cotton. And here you can see the beads. They're little pearls. And this pattern it can be done in different colors. I've made this numerous times. I've made it in a denim blue colors. I've made it in a pink and gray. I made it in an orange or black and red, I think. And I also have made it in turquoise colors and gray. So like I said, it is a 3-color pattern, and it just wraps around the neck like this. If you're interested in it, it is a paid-for pattern, but I will put the link below. If you click on my patterns, it'll show them all to you. And this one again is called Banner Unfurled. I made it mostly because I never had anything to wear for patriotic holidays, so now I do. So that's what this is. Let's open up our yarn for today. This is number 2. Still unwrapping. I keep forgetting. I said yesterday I needed scissors, and I still haven't brought them up. So I'm just ripping through the package, which is what I do at Christmas anyway. Here we go. You guys gonna see it before I do. There we go. Oh, this is pretty. It is called Northern Lights. And there you can see it, some of my favorite colors, purple and turquoise. Yes, I like this one. Yes, I like anything with purple and with turquoise, so we're good to go here. Yeah. So for today's little tidbit of information, this is the only day that is, well, there's one other day that's not going to be too yarny related, but this one I thought it would be the opportunity to do the history of the 4th of July. If you're not from the US, you might learn stuff about our country you didn't know, and if you are from the US, you might learn stuff about our country you didn't know. Because I learned things I didn't know. So anyway, here we go. So the first battle of our Revolutionary War was at Lexington and Concord. Those are 2 separate towns, but they're fairly close to each other. And that was in April of 1775. But we as a country didn't decide to do something about it until 1776. So early in 1776, so like 9 months after the event at Lexington and Concord, Thomas Paine wrote a little pamphlet or leaflet called Common Sense, which helped to spread the revolutionary cause. Before that, not too many people were really for revolting against England. So they decided at that point that that pamphlet kind of fanned the fires, so to speak. So on June 7th June 7th of 1776, so about 6 months after this pamphlet comes out, Richard Henry Lee proposed a motion calling for independence, and a committee was formed on about Lee's motion. And the people that were present that formed this committee were Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Robert Livingston, and somebody else that I forgot to put in here. I will put their name right here, who else it was. I wrote John Adams twice because this is my cheat sheet. And I wrote John Adams down twice, and because anyway, there was 5 guys. 5 guys all got together, not to be confused with the hamburger place. But anyway, 5 guys got together and they discussed this whole motion that Lee had put forth as far as having a revolution. And so I'm going to insert a picture. Well, it's not a photographed picture, of course, but it's a drawing of the committee. So on July 2nd, 1776, after this group had met, the Continental Congress voted on a motion to go for independence from England. It was signed as a declaration on July 4th by the delegates for the 13 colonies, and that took place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I've actually been to this building. This is Independence Hall. It used to be called the Pennsylvania State House, but then it became Independence Hall. So I'm going to insert a picture so you can see what it looks like. The Declaration was written by Thomas Jefferson, and I've actually been to the house he stayed in when he wrote the Declaration. When we took a field trip years ago when my kids were still being homeschooled, we went to Philadelphia and we got to see Independence Hall, we got to see the Ben Franklin Museum, we got to go to Christ Church where they were playing the pipe organ. It was gorgeous. I could have sat there all afternoon and listened, but it was really neat. We got to see Ben Franklin's gravestone, and we also got to see the Philadelphia Mint, the Liberty Bell, I don't know if I said that already, and of course the house where he actually wrote the Declaration, where Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. So, the 4th of July itself, though, did not actually become a federally recognized holiday until 1941. Although people celebrated it, every year anyway, and local towns would get up and read the Declaration of Independence and have different celebrations, it wasn't officially recognized as a federal holiday until 1941. That kind of surprised me because my parents were born in 1939 and 1940. So when they were first born, it wasn't a federal holiday yet. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So I hope you've enjoyed this little romp through history. And yeah, I learned something. Hope you did too. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.